Hi everyone, welcome to Hallie's Eternal Grind, where we foster conversations around mental health awareness. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If so, like and subscribe. Today we are discussing the power of self-identity. If you have anything to add, drop it in the comments. Let's learn a little song. Hi, welcome back to Hallie's Eternal Grind. We got you a very special guest today, and we're about to dive in. All right, can you give me your name?
My name is Khera Goss.
All right, Khera, if you don't mind, I would love to ask you a couple questions. First, I would like to start off with, what are you passionate about? What do you enjoy? What do you do? Tell me a little bit of something.
I enjoy trying new things. It's kind of hard for me to say my passion because I feel like I know what I like, but to say am I passionate about it yet is still like an ongoing thing. And like I said, trying new things. I try new things in order to see like, okay, maybe I'm more passionate about this than I think I am, or something like that. So just very adventurous.
Understandable. Okay, let's dive into it. Khera, what does mental health mean to you?
To me, it's everything. I am a psych major, so I was introduced to it kind of early, and it's a lot of things. It's more important, I feel, than people think it is, and I love spreading the word about it.
Okay. If you don't mind, I'm gonna ask a couple personal questions. Mm-hmm. How do you express yourself, and how do you embody your perception of mental health personally?
Anybody who knows me knows I'm very loud, very fun, very outgoing. I feel like that's really me. Like, that's not a facade. I feel like I express myself by always knowing that people, or always telling people that I'm gonna be there for them. I'm a genuine person. And then, like I said, I like to have fun. I like to bring out the fun side of people because for a long part of my life, I feel like I was always like really uptight. Mm-hmm. So I just want people to just learn how to loosen up like I did.
Okay.
You know? And then how I embody mental health. That was the second question, right? Mm-hmm. Just telling people that I'm a psych major. Was that simple? That's it. No, I'm just kidding. Just telling people that like I said earlier, like, I'm always there for you and I'm gonna be there for you. I always tell people, like, I might not give good advice yet, but I'm a great listener. Different things like that, and letting people know that it's okay not to be okay. I have deep conversations with a lot of people, and it's not by mistake, you know. Like, I just love getting to know where people's minds is, because sometimes people don't even tell you they're going through something until you like come up and ask them, because some people have like make a good fake face and feel like that. So yes,
I love that. Mm-hmm. And if you could, can you provide us a couple times in your life where you felt like you had to break through some difficult times? Like, what got you through? Who got you through? Or if you had like a safe place or something that got you out of that funk? Can you let us know? Let the people know.
I would say the longest time I've been in a funk was high school. Which sounds really funny because, you know, high schools don't go through nothing. But I want to say it was like really all of high school. I struggled with confidence real bad. And instead of people offering like the mental aspect of the mental health help, it was always like, oh, you just got to do this, because it did like have a relation to sports. So I want to say I had to hit rock bottom. I had to turn to God. God is my Lord and Savior. I'm very religious. Yes, I had people talking to me and trying to help me, but like I said, mental health wasn't at the time a big thing, like kind of in my family. Like, nobody really, like, we were all cared about each other, but to say that it was mental health, like, it was kind of like it wasn't popular.
Kind of foreign.
Yeah, you know? So I felt like I had to do a lot of it by myself until I had to realize, I'm like, I can't do this by myself. I had to turn to God where I had nothing else, and He really got me through. He did, for sure.
We're so glad to hear that. Another question, just being a psych major and all, and having all this knowledge and experience, why do you think it's so difficult for people to discuss mental health? Like how you said, like back then it wasn't really talked about and how it was kind of foreign. Yeah. Can you elaborate on yours?
No, I honestly think that that's actually the answer, and it's not anybody's fault. I just think what we don't know, we don't know. You know, a lot of the times, and I learned this in my psych classes, if you had like a mental health issue, you were like crazy, you know, like you were getting put into psych wards. Like, it was not like you were just seen as different. Like, you had like you had like a physical problem, say, you can see it. Like, same thing with mental health. Like, so they're gonna isolate you. Like, you were crazy, you know. So I feel like we just didn't know as a society kind of what it was. So then when people were like struggling more than normal, so a lot of the things that, or I mean, a lot of the reason why our generation especially does have a lot of depression, does have a lot of anxiety and stuff like that, like the emergence of social media, it has a lot of great aspects to it, but in the same breath, it causes a lot of problems as well. Okay. So with that being said, like, I feel like that kind of really started the talk of mental health. But before, it was like, you know, oh, you're being soft, or you're crazy, or you're in a funk for what? You know, a lot of black households will tell you, you know, if you just go pray about it, then this and the third. Because I'll very much preach like, yes, God is the way. However, when you need that extra help, you have to get it, because you have to meet God halfway. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So I just feel like we were just ignorant to it all.
I agree. I really agree. Do you think like just those perceptions and stigmas play a role in our society when it comes to going numb?
Yes, I do. And however though, I also feel like sometimes our emotions should just be so much that we just don't know what to do with it, and we just kind of like block it, like and we don't even realize we're doing it. You know, I know like when I'm going numb about something, like I genuinely have so much going on that it's better for me not to feel anything at all than to feel that emotion. Or kind of what you said, how it relates to it too, like a lot of people will say like, oh, you know, like you're not depressed, you're this. So then you're like, okay, maybe I'm not, and then you just automatically like turn off that emotion switch. You know, so yeah, definitely.
And I could resonate with that a little bit. I don't know if y'all seen my intro video, but there was times where I felt ashamed that I'm feeling this way. Like I shouldn't feel this way. I should feel in the exact way, like almost like a straight and arrow response. But like as we're discussing right now in psychology, with the mind, with the brain, it looks different for each and every individual. Like mental health isn't a straight and arrow. Everybody perceives mental health differently, and that is what we discussing at the time. Okay, Khera, can you tell us a couple things that you learned that got you through your funk and got you here today?
I would say one of the biggest things I had to learn is like nothing on this earth defines me. As an athlete, and all my fellow athletes can attest to this as well, it is hard to not feel like your sport is consuming you, because we put in so much time, like in this one effort, in this one thing, we put so much time, effort, and energy into it, it becomes us. And that's a problem. People around you might be like, you know, this is your ticket out of whatever the case. That's a problem. One of the biggest things I had to learn was that like my sport is not my identity. And what that means is like, let that resonate. My sport is not my identity.
Emphasis on that.
Hello. That's not who I am as a person. Like I am not Khera the basketball player. I'm Khera, fearfully and wonderfully made. And I said what I said what I said earlier, that nothing on this earth defines me, because God defines me. Like if I play a bad basketball game, that's not gonna change my chances of getting into heaven. I really hate to break it to you. Like it's really not. God ain't gonna be like, but you dropped 0 points on, nah, get out of here. He ain't doing that, you know. Like it's about how you treat people, how you are serving him in his kingdom. Like those are the type of stuff I had to look at and really sit down and be like, okay, I can get up for a 6 a.m. practice, but I can't get up at 6 a.m. to read my work. Like that's a problem. Like, and one thing that I learned too that I think is just so big is that time is your most valuable possession, right? Wasting time because you can't get it back. Okay. So yes, time is the biggest thing we can give to God, simply because we can't get it back. I don't know if you heard the saying or heard before that what you give your time most to is what you prioritize the most. And I think that's so huge, because giving your time to God for an hour a day is, you give your time to social media, you give your time to being on TV and stuff like that. Why not give God some of that time? You know, why not take the time to get to know him so you can learn how to be more like him, so he can transform your mind? So I would say those are the two biggest things that I learned, and it's helped me so much in my basketball career, and not even just my basketball career, but especially my basketball career, because I had to realize like none of this, I don't want to say none of this matters, because it does matter. I love basketball to the death of me, but like me playing does not change who I am as a person. You know, like I already said it, I think, how do I treat people and all that, like that is so huge. And it just helped me gain confidence, because I have Godfidence. I don't know if you heard that, but I know that God's gonna get me through, and whatever is for me is gonna be for me. So if he wants me to win this championship, guess what we gonna do? We gonna take that W. Hello. But that's just so big. Yeah.
Their story is so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really can't even put words on it, because sometimes I can't even talk, but like it's just unreal sometimes. Like, we have such a significant God. Like, I'm a really Christian based person too. Like, my faith is huge, and just hearing you say that, I get freaking joy just from hearing you talk. But I mean, that was amazing. If you have any other tips to add, you have anything to say to the audience, or any tips?
Definitely for my athletes, make sure you find something that isn't basketball. I think that's something that I learned in college. When I got to college, go find you. Like, college is the time where you're finding yourself. You know, it's your first time with family. Have your fun. You know, like, don't let basketball consume you so much that that's the only thing you do. Like, meet new people. Meet the people who aren't athletes. Go try new things. I can't stress that enough either, because you don't know what you know until you know. So, like, go do stuff. Don't let basketball be the sole. Like, yes, get your extra workouts in, or your sport, sorry, but get your extra workouts in. Make sure you're on top of your academics so you can play, you know, all that stuff. But most importantly, go find you. Like, do not let basketball be the only thing that you do. Child,
I love that.
You gonna struggle. You gonna struggle. Like, you gonna look back and you gonna be like, dang, all I did in college was hoop. Like, that's it.
All right, Khera, one last question for the people. Who is Khera Goss?
You know, I think we're just trying to figure that out. No,
and it's okay.
Yeah, it is okay.
Because throughout the journey, we found out, we discovered there's ebbs and flows.
Hello. I think I'm such a open-minded, curious person that I accept change. Like, who I am right now, who you ask me who is Khera Goss right now, in about 5 years, it's gonna be somebody different. So, come on now.
We about growth on here, y'all.
Yes. And that's okay, because you're supposed to change. But if I had to put it right now, Khera is a unique individual.
It is.
Khera is. It is. Sometimes I feel like I gotta leave it at that, because it's one of them things, like, if you know, you know. Like, if you want to come get to know me, you gotta come get to know. Like, I'm that type of person. Like, I'm a unique individual. I'm gonna leave it at that, because I feel like I don't change so much, but like, I'm always growing. Like, I'm always renewing my mind. You know, I will say I am one of God's children too. So
we love that.
Yes.
Just thank you for coming on. Thank you for explaining your story, your tips, your journey, and dropping knowledge on us. We appreciate it. We appreciate your light and what you bring to the table. Yes, you are unique. We all are unique, and you're just such a special person to me. I don't know y'all don't know, but this is my roomie, the person that helped me get through my freshman year, that instilled in me so many different things: faith, confidence, just any and everything. She was there riding with me, ups, downs, let me say ebbs, flows. But I want to thank y'all for tuning in.
Whoa, y'all, I didn't tell you, she came a long way. She didn't like me, but we
Stop,
good
we
now.
ain't doing this right now.
We good now.
Make sure y'all leave a like, comment, and subscribe, please. Push notifications, all of the above. I thank y'all, and Hallie out. Love.